award-winning global market research and consulting firm, and I had the pleasure of sitting on the panel for Securing the Corporate Bag here at the Black Enterprise Disruptor Summit.
He's giving information about not only starting your business, but also getting it into the right hands and the right people. I was listening to you telling the young lady to not only find out the roles of people within the corporations, but reach out to them when you do find it. Can you find the importance of not just starting a business, but researching behind the business, because that's what you was telling people to go the extra step.
Yeah. Every business hires a company in order to solve an unmet need. Even consumers and shoppers, when you go into the store to buy something, you're trying to solve a problem. And so the first thing to understand and research is what are the challenges, what are the pain points, and what are the gaps. And then you want to identify who are the decision makers and who are the influencers. There's a certain title of someone who can hire you, and there are others who can influence that person who can hire you. So it's important to do your due diligence. It's also important on your potential customer. It's also important to do your due diligence as it relates to the competitors that where you compete, in the industry that you compete, and to understand what makes your product or service different and better than your competitors. Every company, every business, every shopper, every consumer, they're hiring you. They're hiring your product or service to solve a problem. So you need to understand what is the job to be done, and then how can you do that in a way that's different and better in solving their problem, solving their pain point, and fulfilling that unmet need.
In business, I try to tell people, and it may be true or false, that the color is green. But, and you know, I kind of attest to that, but can you talk about any challenges for people of color, if any, or do you think because a lot of times you have to get past that hurdle and just think green and think business and go into meetings of people of all color, of all races? So can you talk about some of the hurdles and challenges, if any, and how to take that out of your mindset when dealing with business and going into these places?
So there are several challenges as it relates to being a Black-owned business. I would say one of the first challenges is mindset. I said on the panel, is this a business or is it a hobby? That's the first mindset shift and answer that you have to give to understand how are you going to play. And once you understand that it is a business, sometimes we haven't been exposed to other business owners. Sometimes we haven't been exposed to a blueprint of what success looks like. So that's why this conference is so important. I've been in it since the morning, and there have been so many gems that have been dropped with people who are literally giving us the blueprint. And so education is critical. That's another barrier that we sometimes have to overcome. Capital is another barrier that we have to overcome, and a lot of times we bootstrap with our business, and that's fine. I bootstrap too. I started from nothing and let my customers, as I heard today, be my first investors. They're the ones, by hiring my company to do what we've done, that I've been able to reinvest in my company. But sometimes access to capital is a barrier. So are you willing to invest in your own business, and are you willing to commit in that way? Because money is green. And then it's okay to take loans. It's okay to seek funding elsewhere, as long as you know that you have the wherewithal to be able to pay it back, and that you have the demand to be able to fulfill that engagement. However, when it comes to doing business and who you target, money is green. And every person of every walk of life has the ability to be part of your target audience, whatever that target audience is. So I would encourage you that you can do well by doing good. Your business does not have to be exclusively focused on the Black community just because you are Black. However, certainly there are so many businesses that are developed for the Black community, and that's because that's what we know, and there's an unmet need. So you have to just figure out, and the way to do that, I think, is really through market research and through listening to your existing and your potential target audience. But you don't have to niche down so small if it's not aligned with your business. So I really would encourage you to think big about who your target audience is and get your coins.
I'm gonna let you go because I know you've been here since the morning, and that was a great way you started off when you said the business and the hobby. People don't realize that, the time in it. And you know, before you go, can you tell people where they can find you, the services that you offer, etc., and any important information that you want to give?
Sure. You can find more about our company at driven2succeedllc.com. Again, we're a B2B service, so we tend to work with mid-market companies, the Fortune 500 brands. You can also find us on all of the social platforms, LinkedIn, IG, Facebook. The other website is KristinHarper.com. That's our other division around professional development. So if you need speakers, trainers, consultants around leadership, emotional intelligence, employee wellness and engagement, and diversity, equity, and inclusion, you can reach out to our team and we'd be happy to have a conversation with you. That's Kristin, Harper, HARPER.com.
Thank you so much for taking the time with BlackTruth.net. I'm going to let you go. We appreciate your time and cooperation. And you have a great day, okay?
Thank you.
BlackTruth.net.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? It's the chef. Cooling right now. Black Truth News. You know what it is.
Hi, my name is Zari Atlantic. Shout out to Black Truth News.
Black Truth News for DJ Paul. Yeah.
This is Flip Star. You know what I mean? Right now you're watching Black Truth News. We tell the truth. Tell lying man. What's up, Black Truth News?
Yo, shout out to Black Truth News, man. This is you go from Wu-Tang, man. Black Truth News. Y'all already know it.
What's up, this Crime Mob? And you checking out Black Truth News. Black Truth News, baby, check it out.
BlackTruth.net.